Days, an Oktibbeha County woman was lost in the woods of rural Clay County. Victoria Hudson was found safe Saturday morning. Dozens of trained first responders combed the area near where her car was found. Volunteers also helped. Our Riley Livingston talked to a few of the people who coordinated this massive undertaking. She joins us in the studio with more on that. Riley.
Yes, Andrea, from drones, helicopters, and boots on the ground, a lot of manpower went into finding Hudson. Technology was used, and search teams used grid searches to cover the rough terrain. As I learned today, it begins with training.
Emergency responders start preparing for a missing person before the call is even made.
A lot of training, a lot of coordination, a lot of communication.
When a call comes in, EMA directors like Tori Williams immediately start calling in help from the Mississippi Task Force. They set up a command post and direct other searchers.
It was a lot of resources. We had, different people, the ATVs and stuff that the different fire departments and law enforcement agencies brought, even the people in the community, the citizens, brought their ATVs and their four-wheelers and everything. Even had people bringing their horses to help search.
It is also their responsibility to make sure volunteers and law enforcement stay safe.
Before they were able to go out, we made sure that they had, when we asked them, like snake boots. Do you have snake boots? Do you have this? Are you well prepared for walking? Great distances. We also had a med cart that was going back and forth, and we had different people taking water and things like that to them. So they didn't have to walk all the way back out. They could just walk back to secondary post, get those things.
But all the training doesn't compare to the real thing. West Point Fire Chief Ken Wilborn says that they learned a lot during the search.
The biggest thing we learned on this one is how everybody came together and how cooperative everybody was in all this. The homeowner, the landowner, he went above and beyond everything with all this. He basically turned over his house, his shop, his land for 3-4 days.
The most important thing is to be better prepared if something like this happens again.
We learned a lot from it. One, different areas that we can put stage equipment, stage people, and just getting stuff throughout the community, talk to people throughout the community. So if something like this does happen again, that we will be well better prepared.
There were between 100 and 150 people out looking for Victoria on both Friday and Saturday. She has since been released from the hospital.